was getting signed, you know, like Rat and
Rat,
all those bands came out like all of a sudden in the early '80s.
Yeah, but the point is that Motley Crue outlasted them all. I mean, the band that made it.
I was going to say, because not many of those bands are still around.
And then Motley Crue, just as they're signing a multi-million-dollar contract with their record label.
Yeah, things are really happening now.
What was the contract? The contract was for like what, $30-something million?
$35 million.
$35 million.
Like
in other words, every album you would get X amount of dollars and plus a percentage of the gross and all that kind of stuff.
Good stuff.
Oh, man. And probably you had a crummy record deal up until then because you signed when you guys were nothing, right?
It wasn't that bad.
But it could have been better.
You know, because actually when we started selling a lot of records, we kind of upgraded.
I see.
Yeah.
So the point is, what wrecked it? What went wrong? This kills me. Was it drugs? Was it the booze? Or was it Yoko?
The wrecker of all bands.
The wrecker of all bands. Because, I mean, like, you know, you and Tommy Lee you and Tommy Lee were really the band. Tommy Lee, the drummer, you know, he sort of had a look, too.
Right. He made a name for himself.
Yeah, he was kind of, you know, and when does the drummer ever even matter in a band? Usually they're so replaceable.
Yeah. It was, you know, it was good. We had a lot of...
I thought you guys were friends. I thought you guys were pals.
So did I.
So tell me what went wrong.
You know what?
They threw you out of the band, right?
And you didn't even know.
Yeah, it just happened one day. You know, I really can't even get into the details because we got this
dude. Dude.
No, I mean, we got this big...
Maybe your band threw you out and I'm going to have to throw you out. What are you talking about?
Well, do you want him to get some money or not?
Well,
no wonder everyone's throwing him out.
It's the lawyer thing.
Did they? Can you tell me how they told you? Did they tell you or did they fax you?
No, they did tell me.
What do you mean? Now, let me get this straight.
Did they call you into a meeting?
Did you have any idea that anything was wrong?
No.
You had no idea. Seriously, you were blindsided.
You're like the wife.
Totally.
Yeah, you're like the wife who gets dumped.
I did. I got dumped.
No, first of all, how did Motley Crue get together? I mean, how did you meet these guys? Did you put heads in the classifieds and all get together?
No, well, me and Tommy went to high school together.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
Stab in the back.
Dude.
And, he met up with Nikki, and then they found Mick in an ad in some newspaper or something, and they needed a singer, and Tommy said, well, you know, I got this buddy Vince, and
Vince can sing.
Started jamming, and that was it.
And you started jamming, and then, like, how long, like, was the band together before you started making real money?
Oh, about a year and a half.
A year and a half. So this was...
Oh, that was great.
This is unbelievable.
That's unheard of.
And look at Fred. I mean, you know, here's a guy, Fred writes music all the time, and Fred's still sitting in his apartment.
Still sitting in the little
and believe me, nobody even wants to hear his dumb songs.
I didn't go to school with Tommy Lee.
That's
He's
right.
still looking for members to join his band.
Yeah, and then he joins up with Cope for a band. It's unbelievable.
You're out of your mind.
And by the way, Chips Enough was in here the other day. He said he saw you driving a cab the other day. He was trying to goof on you. Meanwhile, Chip's a step away. Yeah, right. Chip's a step away from driving a cab.
He wishes he could have that job.
He'll be wearing a checker hat in a few weeks. So anyway, Vince, you guys meet in high school. You're pals in high school.
Yeah,
did you guys get girls in high school, or were you guys kind of losers in high school?
No, actually, we got a lot of girls.
Did you still have a look and everything, even in high school?
Yeah, definitely. At least we thought so.
Yeah, right. It was a look that was working for you. So you've always gotten girls. Because I know you're quite the womanizer. In fact, hey, you know who Vince got?
Who?
Shannon Doherty. I read about it in the newspaper. That's the girl from Beverly Hills 90210.
You read about it, too?
Yeah, that's wild.
Today.
Did you read about it?
Yeah, actually, they had when I checked in the hotel, the lady behind the desk had a cutout copy of it.
When did you get her? How long ago was it?
I mean, I didn't get her. I mean, we just went out a few times.
No, you got her. Come on, dude. You got her. And didn't she go berserk on you and break into your computer?
Yeah, you know the little wizards that you have?
Oh, your little...
Well, Vince is a...
organizer.
You can imagine a lot of girls are after Vince. So the point is, Vince had an organizer filled with Playboy Playmates and stuff that he's had sex with.
Yeah.
So what happened? She took it and she erased them all, didn't she?
Yeah, I woke up the next morning and my thing was gone, and she went home, and I called her up, and I went and got my got my wizard, and I popped it open, and there's like no phone numbers left.
Oh, dude.
Well, what happened here? It was all my best stuff.
She deleted everything, huh?
Yeah, well, everything from...
How does she know how to work the wizard?
Yeah.
Well, this is
pretty complicated.
You don't give her enough credit.
Yeah, right.
I don't even know how to delete stuff.
She's pretty bright. I mean, you got to, deleting on a wizard is not easy. I'm being serious.
Entering on the wizard is not easy.
Robin, did you buy me a wizard for a birthday once?
Yeah,
someone bought me the wizard, and I still can't figure out how to get a phone number in it, let alone delete it.
I did do that.
Yeah, so she deleted every name.
Anything that said like Playboy or Penthouse, buy it, or...
Really?
Because you had little notations.
Yeah.
You had notations.
Reminders. And any name that, like...
You must be one hell of a lover.
You had to have an organizer for his women.
No, the idea that a woman would, like, just make love to Vince a few times.
And want to erase all his numbers.
Yeah, and then, like it totally reorganize his life. Seriously, so that had to be a nice conquest. She's kind of cute. I went to dinner with her.
She's very
very cute.
Wild.
Is she?
Is she?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I mean, that's what we would go out and we would just, you know, it was pretty much just like almost like drinking buddies.
Right.
We'd go out and
Cool.
go to some strip clubs and stuff like that.
Man. Oh.
See, that's why she didn't talk to you. You didn't know how to hang.
Hey, I'm married. I wasn't trying to seduce her. I would have taken her to a strip club. In fact, we went to a strip club.
You were going.
We went that night. We dumped her because we thought she'd be a drag. I went to a strip club that night, and I just said, hey, let's get rid of Shannon Doherty and Tori Spelling and her boyfriend because they're not saying anything, and they're just going to be a drag. So me and Ralph and some other people went over there. Other people who don't want their names mentioned. It's funny, people don't want their names mentioned when it comes to strip clubs.
Well, you know, I love it when people want to do things, but they don't want to talk about them.
Yeah. Ever do Tori Spelling? Ever get her?
No, I've only met her once.
Oh, really? Couldn't get that?
Yeah, it takes you more than one meeting?
Well, no,
I thought a guy like you could get it done.
Introduced one time.
That's all it takes, doesn't it?
Well, she was with her boyfriend.
Oh, no, that guy, Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick. He didn't have one word to say. Hey, I'm a big fan. Oh, yeah? Hey, how you doing, man? What do you do?
And that was it?
That was it.
Great conversationalist.
Yeah. So you take her to a strip club, huh, and go drinking and stuff? And
No,
then
actually, she took me to strip clubs.
Really? And then you guys became lovers, huh?
No, we just became, like, really good friends.
Oh, man.
I didn't do her.
Really?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. No,
Really, you didn't?
No, I didn't.
Say, I swear to God, I swear to my Lord Jesus Christ, I didn't do
Hey,
her.
why did she take all the numbers out of your book?
I don't know.
And what was she doing there all night to get the organizer anyway?
Yeah.
I don't know. We were...
The plot thickens. I don't get it. What's she doing there all night?
Well, Steve, don't you have anything to say?
I
don't get it.
You're on your own, brother.
You never did her, huh?
No,
He's lying.
No. Are you lying? You don't admit who you do?
No, I swear, I didn't.
He can't say.
But you get a lot of penthouse pets and Playboy Playmates and junk, right?
Yeah, well, you know, they're all
Because you're a rock
hanging
star.
around. And,
Yeah, I mean, you're a lead singer in a rock band. What the hell else is good is it for if you can't get that?
well, that's the only reason I got in the business, right?
Hey, at least you're with Playboy Playmates. You could be as confused as Ted Danson. Who we understand broke up with Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, it says in the page 6 today that they're no longer a romance, but they're still friends.
So who woke him up and opened his eyes?
I think it was the people at the Friars.
Yeah, I think so. You know, Robin and I said as soon as that Friars Club thing went down, he's getting out of that.
And that's why Whoopi was battling so hard to say this whole thing. I told you this was going to be the
Yeah, she was fighting for life. She didn't want to lose him. Hey, thanks, Gorilla. No problem. No interruptions whatsoever. All right, thank you. Anyway, so where were we? All right, we got to get back to how the band broke up and stuff and how they told you and jug.
We also should ask him how his house is doing.
Oh, yeah.
It got saved.
Your house got saved? It didn't burn down?
No, it didn't burn
Good
down.
for you.
I couldn't believe it. I thought it was gone.
Sean Penn, I read, he's the guy who really got burned. $4 million house. I said, who knew Sean Penn had $4 million? Where did he get that?
I think he got that in the divorce or
From
something.
Madonna?
I think Madonna left it.
Yeah, because, I mean, you know, I don't recall him doing any big movies.
Right.
All
But
right,
that's what's amazing about this fire, when you learn what people have, what ranches.
Yeah. I can't believe Dwight Yoakam has a ranch.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, listen, Vince Neil is here. Steve Stevens is here. Steve, of course, is the guitar player for Vince now that he's solo.
Yeah.
Now that Motley Crue dumped him. So you happy?
I'm very happy.
Oh, well, we'll see. We'll be the judge of that.
Okay.
By the time we get done with you, we'll see if you're happy. All right. And by the way, all right, wait till I get back. We'll get into it.
Okay.
We'll keep Steve silent as a mute.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate
Don't worry. I'm going to check out how you play. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
you know, he must have some secrets, because he's not chiming in at all. Like,
No.
He doesn't want his cover blown.
He's keeping his mouth shut.
That's right.
All right, we'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to a caring, sexual non-smoker, Howard Stern.
Yeah. Hey, that sounds good. Wake you up in the morning. Oh, look who's here. Vince Neil, Steve Stevens. Vince now has a solo career. Steve used to play with Billy Idol.
Yeah, and that Jackson guy.
And Michael Jackson, too. Which were prominently featured in Michael Jackson's video.
Yeah. That's what he was much more well-adjusted than he had the monkey, you know.
Yeah, the monkey. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Were you hanging out with it? Did you ever get to go to that Never Never Land?
Nah, I don't
Hey, Steve, let's go to Never Never Land. You're old, but, you know, but you look like a young boy with that hair.
You're old, but you're cute.
You're cute. What do you think? You think he's guilty?
Oh, don't ask me that.
Come on, tell me the truth. I think he's guilty.
I hope not, man.
I mean, I hope not, too. Well, I don't really care.
No, you do hope not. For
You do?
the children.
Oh, for the children, I hope not.
I mean, all those songs are going to take on a whole new meaning.
Yeah, I know.
Free Willy.
Free Willy. Yeah. I say put Willie back in his cage. Free Willy.
Willie's been a little bit too free.
Yeah, it'll be a little weird to hear those songs. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. But
at least mine was Dirty Diana. So.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't think you can do too much double entendre with that. And Dirty Diana is about Diana Ross, right?
Evidently, yeah.
And Michael Jackson, when you recorded with him, did he talk to you or anything?
Yeah, he said, I like the high notes.
Yeah, you play real nice. Yeah, you're real good, Steve. Hey, say hi to that Vince Neil for me.
Yeah, actually asked me what Motley Crue was like.
Oh, yeah? He was into them?
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to Vince's story. Steve's kind of wasted from talking so much. He's like, yeah. All right, leave me alone. Vince, now let's get back to the story of Motley Crue and the breakup and everything. By the way, Vince Neil has a solo career now, has his own album now.
Yeah.
And
Are we going to be listening to it?
Vince, you gonna do something for us today, live?
No.
I thought Steve's got a guitar.
No.
I thought you might have a guitar.
No, man, I don't know.
Why did you come in, Steve, if you're not going to play?
I don't know.
I mean, who wants the guitar?
Play the album. There we go.
All right, there it is. And the album, of course, is called Exposed. All right, I'll play something from it.
All right.
But, so you're with Motley Crue.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because this is the part I don't understand.
Now,
These
you guys have been off for a little while? Just come off the road or something?
No, actually, we were right in the middle of rehearsing and writing songs for the new
album. But how many years are you... Okay, you get together in high school. How many years were you guys together?
Motley Crue, it's like 1980.
Right. Okay, so you're talking about a relationship of 13 years, 12 years, something like that.
That's a long time.
And while you guys were together, it was always a good time, a party?
You know, I mean,
you had your
it's
fights.
just like being with anybody, you know,
right.
for 13 years. You're going to have your ups and downs. And
What, did you
usually find yourself on one side and everybody else on the other?
No, not really. It was always, everybody kind of took turns of being the bad guy.
Yeah, because the lead singer usually is the pain in the ass. Let's be honest. Because the lead singer's the guy who gets...
band.
Well, no, he gets freaked out about his voice all the time, and all the other guys get to have all this fun. They could stay up all night, but you got to have your voice for the next show. The same old lead singer syndrome, right? I mean, those guys have more fun than you.
It didn't really work that way in that band.
Really?
No, we all had our times, you know. And,
that you're on the reg. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, good. All right. So, the point is, you're together 13 years. You guys are high school buddies. You hit it so big now at this point that months before you break up, you sign a multi-million-dollar contract.
Yeah.
With what record company?
That was with Elektra Records.
With Elektra Records. A $35 million contract. Robin, $35 million contract.
Sounds like a good round number to me.
I mean, that's what you wait for, right? I mean, that's the payday.
Yeah, exactly.
Your record contract, and then you go out and you tour. Meanwhile, your image is so strong that MTV plays every one of your videos. They love the image of the band, the whole thing. It's all working.
Yeah, everything's going great.
Everything's going great. Now, this is the classic syndrome. It always happens, and I'll never understand why. I would do anything within my power to keep that band together.
Well, it doesn't happen to every band.
Oh, it does, Robin. It does. It really does. And you probably said, hey, this will never happen to our band because we're tight.
Yeah, I definitely thought that.
So you're in rehearsals and you figure, hey, nothing's going on. I mean, everything's cool. We're in rehearsals.
Writing songs.
You're feeling positive. $35 million, right? Mm-hmm. Everyone's happy.
Everyone's, yeah.
And then what happens?
So how do you get the word that the band's throwing you out?
I just showed up at rehearsal one day and they said, you're out.
Hold it. No, hold it. You go to rehearsal.
Yeah.
Like that's it, like they have a rehearsal hall or something?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you stand there and like Tommy Lee's in the room, Nicky, all these dudes, right? Or your buddies. Any business types in the room?
Just my manager.
Just the manager?
Yeah.
All right.
Is it normal for him to be there?
No, it wasn't. I guess so. I guess they thought about this, you know, and
hey, don't get depressed on us. I mean, you're starting to get teary-eyed. Take it easy. Now, hold on, man. This is good.
You know what? It kind of scares me because there's so much, you know, stuff that because this big lawsuit, you know, I'm trying to get my piece of the pie.
Right.
You know, and I don't want to.
Well, you're entitled.
Yeah,
but wait a second. As far as the record company is concerned, you're entitled to any money because on the sales of those past albums, you're entitled to the money because that's just your deal.
Yeah.
So what could they screw you out of? Nothing.
The other
$35 million
deal.
He
still wants his part of that. They got that because he was a member of the band.
And Motley Crue is still together, and they still have their $35 million deal.
Right.
Oh, dude. Oh, dude.
That's what he's talking about.
Oh, dude. Hold on. Let me take a break here. Now I understand the implication.
You don't understand.
No, ouch.
In the
it's
balance.
ouch.
It's the money thing, you know?
Oh, Vince, please. Oh, for God's sakes. Keep your mouth shut. Ouch. Ouch.
How many members in that band?
Look at Steve over there. He's like, hey, Vince is getting $35 million and I'm being paid scale.
4 into 35, Howard.
What'd you say?
4 into 35.
All right, let me figure that out. 4 times 8 is 32. 8 million. That leaves a little extra. That's about 8.5.
Yeah.
But then you got to throw in merchandising.
Merchandising. Ouch. That's right, because the Motley Crue name is still considered cool.
And you helped make that.
And you made it cool. So if they're selling Motley Crue T-shirts, oh, dude.
Man,
it adds up.
Man.
Oh, it adds up.
We could be talking $20 million.
Robin, you're thinking small. Robin, get in the real world. Talking about nationwide. You're talking about sales all over the world.
What, are you talking $100 million?
I don't know what we're talking. Oh my God. Oh my God. So who's the new lead singer of Motley Crue? I don't even know. The band's completely died off without you.
Just some local.
What's wrong with those retards? Why don't they just get it all together again?
What was their thinking?
I don't know. They're still struggling with their record.
Are you stressed out, man?
No, I'm happy.
Are you really?
You know, I mean, what really pissed me off was like when the whole thing went down. They put out a press release that said that I quit rock and roll to become a race car driver. And then it's like, well, what is this?
What is this about?
You know, and a lot of fans tend to believe the first things that they read. And,
right.
And so that's why I did that thing for Disney for Encino Man, like within like a month, and then
So people knew you were still into music.
Yeah, because I had to put something else so people knew that I didn't.
Why do people do that? Why do people do that? You're in the newspaper all the time. I saw you in the newspaper about the Barbie twins. Yeah. He gets tons of girls, man.
Yeah, I heard. That's what I was trying to think of. What I had read about him lately. It was the Barbie twins thing. What
was that all about? How are they in the sack? Any good?
I don't know.
Hey, you didn't break up with them, too, did you?
You're going to tell us you were just friends with them?
How are they? I think I could get them.
I got a lot of friends.
I think I could get them.
You could.
I know I could.
Oh, yeah.
I know it.
Oh, yeah, you could. You definitely could.
Oh, dude. Why, they said something to you?
Absolutely.
What'd they say?
She loves you. So, well, Shane,
which one? Shane?
Yeah.
Well, which one were you? Just with both of them?
No, I mean, they're both friends of mine. I talk to Shane a lot.
Do you?
She always brings you up and I always get jealous.
Dude, really? I gotta have sex with her. I don't care what my wife says. I gotta have sex with her. I gotta. I just gotta have it once, and then I'll get it out of my system. Is there anything wrong with that? And those Barbie twins are supposed to be rich or something, right? They got like a ranch.
So, yeah.
What do you go up to the ranch and junk?
No, I've never been up to the ranch.
No?
No.
They sleep together, supposedly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Naked. That's what they told me. I think that's just hype, don't you?
Well,
yeah, I don't think that's true. Hey, don't burst my bubble. All right, anyway, Vince is here. He's got his new CD out, of course. It's the first solo album from Vince while he's waiting for those guys from Motley Crue to get their sanity back.
And ask him to come back.
Yeah.
Did you go back?
Well, I still want to just take a commercial break, and I want to hear the part like how they told you. I'm building up to that.
Oh, okay.
Because I know it's better than they just told you. You walk into
These things are never pretty.
That was pretty much it, though.
No. There's more to it.
You had to say something back. They had to say something to you.
And what'd you think of when Tommy Lee married Heather Locklear? Now they're broken up. How could he lose her? Boy, she's a piece of ass.
She hung in there a long time.
Yeah, she did. I mean, they're together
I dig
for like
her.
7 years or something.
That's my favorite show, Melrose Place.
I know.
That and Beverly Hills 90210. Those are my favorite shows. Is that sick? I'm 39 years old.
That's a pretty empty life, Vincent.
And I'm making fun of Michael Jackson for having Never Neverland. I'm like a 3-year-old.
It's that school kid
sad
thing.
Life.
Yeah. It's pretty pathetic. I think she's hot, man. You ever see her naked?
Who?
Did she ever come on to you, Heather?
No, never.
No?
No, her and Tommy were...
You should go out with her now that she's single.
No.
Call her up.
No.
That would be funny, huh?
You would
Steal
never
his
do
girl.
that, huh? You guys didn't share women.
No.
Yeah, you should do it.
No, she's a nice girl. She's just...
send her flowers.
She's not for me.
You know what you ought to do? You ought to send her flowers.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to take a break. Vince Neil is here, Steve Stevens, and the new album is Exposed. We'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show.
99.5 WRNO. A little bit of rain on the streets, so naturally there's a few accidents.
RNO, New Orleans. We're back with The Howard Stern Show.
I know you have to wear a seatbelt in bed with Robin. Boy, she does it all. She's wild. You should hear the story she tells us. I don't even want to think about it. Vince Neil is here. He's here with his guitarist, Steve Stevens. Of course, this Sunday night, you'll be at Webster Hall in Manhattan. Yeah. Now, what's going on there? There will be the Vince Neil Show. Will you be doing any of the Motley Crue tunes?
Yeah.
You will? Oh, interesting.
So you're not going to go that route where you say, oh, no, all new music. I'm not doing any Motley Crue stuff.
No, not at all. You know, I kind of approach it as a fan would. You know, it's like if I was a fan going to see me, of course I would want to hear some of those songs because it's part of my past. And
Vince was telling me in the commercials the band he has now is 10 times better at doing Motley Crue tunes.
Really?
Yes. Than the Motley Crue band. In fact,
that's going to ruin Motley Crue.
He didn't know it because he was with Motley Crue for like 12 years.
Sure, he hadn't played with anybody else.
He gets in with Steve. He goes, "This is how I always envisioned these songs sounding. I just couldn't get them to sound like this. I just thought that, hey, maybe the guitars don't work right."
Sometimes that happens.
I just found out at Webster Hall, too, is we're having a wet lingerie contest.
Now, how does that work? In the middle of the concert?
I just found out about it. I think it's a great idea.
It's a great idea. He's not putting a kibosh.
Now, how is that going to happen? Now, in other words, you'll be up there playing, and then the girls will line up on stage?
No, actually, it's us doing wet lingerie.
You guys will be in lingerie, and you will wet yourselves down.
Vic Fox will look really good.
Yeah. Oh, now, is Vic Fox with you?
Yeah, he's a drummer.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Vicky.
He stole Vicky away.
Oh, Vicky's with you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you stole him away from Enough's Enough.
Basically.
Oh, they're pissed. That's right. I forgot about that.
I was going to bring that up. I didn't know that you had forgotten.
That's why Vic didn't want to come.
Oh, really?
He didn't show up.
I forgot about that. That's right.
Yeah, you remember how that whole thing happened.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I think Vic might have been smart.
Well.
You know what I mean? But listen, what are you going to do? That's rock and roll.
Hey, now, the guy wants to play.
Now, this Webster Hall, is that named after that annoying little black kid?
That Michael Jackson used to carry around?
Yeah, is that him, Webster? Or is this a different Webster? You don't even know.
Is.
That's right. No one knows. It's right next.
Say it is.
It's right next to Gary Coleman Hall.
Two little places.
Yeah, right. Very, very strange place. Now, so this Sunday night at Webster Hall, we go there. We get to see the new Vince Neil, the liberated Vince Neil.
That's right. That's right.
I see. Without all the accoutrements of Motley Crue.
You won't have Tommy Lee floating over the crowd.
Yeah, sitting and wondering where his wife is, and all that kind of stuff. You're going to be doing just rock and roll. Some of your new songs.
Yeah, stuff from this and some Motley stuff.
And some Motley stuff also. So any fans of Motley Crue will actually hear the songs played the way you always envisioned them. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so just get back to this, and then I'll play a little selection from the record. But so you walk into the rehearsal hall, Vince. Mm-hmm. And there you are. You're there with the rest of the members of Motley Crue. You've recently signed a $35 million contract. And now you don't even know it, but you're going to be let go from the band. Yeah. Had you ever been fired from a job before?
I've never had a job before.
Right. So this is quite unusual. Right out of high school, you were in a band.
Yeah.
And you were with this band.
Yeah.
And here you were getting fired by a bunch of guys with tattoos and long hair. It just didn't seem right.
Like the majority ruled. It was basically I walked in and I went into a room and...
Who walked up to you first? The whole band walked up to you?
No,
like they surrounded you?
already. No, I walked into a room and they're all sitting around and.
Oh, sitting around hanging out. You think you're gonna have a session where you're gonna just talk and stuff?
Yeah,
right,
basically.
So you sit down and Tommy Lee is there.
Everybody's.
The whole band.
Yeah.
Heather obviously not there anymore.
She wasn't there.
She's gone. Did she hang around the band a lot?
No, not really.
Yeah.
No.
You didn't hate her or anything?
No, she was. She'd come in.
You hated her, didn't you? You hated Heather Locklear, don't you?
No, no.
Tell the truth, Vince.
No, I seriously.
Seriously, don't?
No.
Did you want her?
No, I did not.
Good. That's a lie every time I belch. That's a lie detector.
I had my own thing going.
I know. You have a lot of women yourself. When you're with the Barbie twins, who needs Heather Locklear?
That's true.
Right. So, there you go into the room, and who turns to you first?
Well,
is Tommy Lee looking you in the eye? Is he a man or is he a mouse?
Nobody really looked me in the eye at all, though. Everybody kind of had their head down. And
who did the talking? The manager?
No, he didn't really say anything.
Who did it? Who did the talking?
Well, it was pretty much Nikki.
Nikki? Yeah. Nikki Sixx?
Yeah.
Nikki. Turncoat.
But, it was...
Were you guys high when you had this discussion?
No, this is like...
Everyone was straight.
This is in the afternoon.
Oh, I see.
Well, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Nikki the Dick, not Nikki Sixx, right?
Yeah, that's what I fondly refer him to.
All those nights you sang, try to bond with Nikki.
It was like, to me...
Nikki walks up to you, and what does he say? How does he say it to you?
Well,
what does he say? What does he say?
It was pretty much just like, okay, you're out. We don't... We want somebody, our music is changing, and we want somebody who's going to be different, and I'm like, okay. That was basically, it's pretty much...
And were you crying?
Thing, too.
Did you start to cry?
A what thing?
Like an ego thing,
Oh, really?
It's like...
Hey, we can do it without you.
Yeah, they can do it without me, and...
Were you becoming too big a star for them?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I didn't. That was in my perception.
Who knows? Who knows what they were thinking about? But, anyways, they said, and I said, okay, fine.
Did you cry?
No.
You were a man about it.
No, I just thought, you know what? I was driving home. I'm thinking, okay, I could either go sit at the Rainbow and and get all like pissed off
Wasted,
about
yeah.
it, wasted, and be one of those guys that sit around and go, I remember me, I was in that band.
Right.
You know, or I could just get going and get my life together. So I got on the phone and I got a new manager, a new record company, new lawyers, and a new band.
And Steve.
And Steve.
And Vicky.
And Vicky, yeah.
Oh, man. Probably the real story is Vince wanted to rename the band Vince Neil and the Motley Crue. And he's carrying on like a maniac.
I think something's missing in this story.
Now, did the band give you unemployment benefits and you still had your health plan, right? No.
You know, that's where
they drew the line.
I'm trying to get all that stuff back.
I'm trying to get it all back. All right, hey, let me play one of the... What do you think is the best track on the album?
What would be the single?
What would be the single?
The first single was Sister of Pain.
Sister of Pain? What track number is that? I got to check it out.
That would be 2.
2? Oh, thanks. Glad you know. I can't work this CD player. I still haven't figured it out. Sister Pain. Obviously, Sister Pain was written. It sounds a little obscured, but Sister Pain is the pain that Vince was in when the band unloaded him.
No, Sister of Pain. It's about stripper.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's about a stripper, and then you have a lot of sex with strippers. You go to strippers.
Oh, Sister of Pain.
Yeah.
So Pain is the P-A-Y-N-E. Is Pain a stripper?
Sister of Pain.
Sister of Pain.
Who's Pain? A stripper?
Now, what is that? Strippers are in pain? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we're just trying to understand, dude.
It just sounds good singing it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I got you. But who is the Sister of Pain? The
Was
stripper?
there any particular stripper in mind?
No, when actually me, Jack Blades, and Tommy Shaw wrote this song, and
the guy from Styx, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know him.
And we finished the song. It just sounded like a good stripper song.
Let me hear this. I'll tell you what it means. I'll listen to the lyrics and interpret as we go along. Who's that, Steve on guitar? I don't know, Steve. Steve, what, did you sit in your bedroom your whole life and practice guitar? Was that pretty much it?
Yeah, I have no life.
That's what I thought. And now you're just getting girls and stuff because you're in a band.
No, I like you as
a geek?
No.
I know how it feels. And then you grew the hair out and you got real good on guitar. And now you get laid. That's it. Good for you, pal. Yeah, now you're rocking. Hey, screw Motley Crue. You don't need them. Yeah. Bunch of jerk-offs. Don't they singer, man? That's not right. Changing it. How the hell you get your voice up that high, man? God, listen to that.
When did you figure out you could do that?
How the hell you get it up there like that?
It comes out that way, Howard.
It's that patent
good for you.
scrotum clamp, man.
Yeah, really. Get me one of those. Why would they need to get rid of you? Look at that, you're singing better than ever. Bastard. Listen to Vince. Oh, yeah. I don't know what the hell you're singing about.
You can't tell me what this means.
I don't know. I got to tell you something. When you came out with the solo album, I thought the song titles were going to be a lot angrier after your situation.
I thought
it was going to be like, you a-holes, where's my friggin' money? Heather Locklear has testicles. Nikki Sixx is the king of incontinence. You know what I mean? A lot of whole cool titles like that. But
can we write these down?
Yeah, write them down.
We do have another record to record.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, I could help you guys write that album. When it comes to being pissed off.